Hi, welcome to Penguin Marches. So I didn't think I'd be doing one of these so soon, but since the Season 16 map list for UGC has in fact been leaked, and there's actually a lot of new maps on it that I haven't covered, we're going to be doing some more Penguin Marches for the next couple weeks to have a lot of free time. So starting off, this is the first map of the season, CP Dustbowl. This is a returning map that has not been in UGC since like Season 2 or 3 or something, I think. Starting off, on rollout, obviously build a teleporter. If you're getting whips, I like to come up here and get the little ammo. If not, that's okay. Getting that ammo and this ammo means you can put a teleporter in here somewhere. It's very important to do. And then over here you should be getting your suicides. I like to put a dispenser right here in house. This completely blocks the spy from getting anywhere up here. And it provides your team holding in house, which will usually be like your heavy pyro, maybe soldier holding in house. It gives them a lot of extra health and ammo because you can see there's no health and ammo up around here. The next thing I would do is build the sentry, and there's actually a lot of thought that goes into this. The sentry on the first point of this point can make or break your hold. And there's actually a lot of cool things you can do since a bunch of unlocks have been released since the last time this map was played. One cool thing you can do is to build the gun up on this roof here. This covers essentially every exit, but doesn't cover that one so well. As you can see, I'm using the Eureka effect to build this gun, and that's because this is actually a pretty difficult point to set up everything on. But using the Eureka effect to get full metal, that makes everything setting up a lot easier. Like, I can upgrade the teleporter right now, and this is really important because the teleporter is maybe your most important thing on this point. It's a really long walk from spawn, and getting it upgraded to level 3 as soon as possible, super important. Also, if you don't use the Eureka effect, that means the first thing you need to do on this point is upgrade the dispenser to full, which is pretty annoying. But if you don't do that, you actually won't have enough ammo to upgrade everything. It's really hard to get ammo on this point. So actually around now is when setup time would normally end, so I don't want to be over here. However, standing in here, as you can see, you can heal your level 1 sentry gun, and you can also warp it over to you once it starts taking any kind of damage, and you can put it in your next spot. Up here is a really solid sentry spot. It covers the point. It allows players on your team, like your heavy, sniper, pyro, everybody who would normally be holding in this point, it allows them to go stand in other places, cover other spots, which is really good. There we go. Some people like to put their sentry gun up over here. It's got really, really long Wrangler sight lines. You can snipe into their spawn pretty much. You can pretty much do this non-stop. And if you stand in the right spot and with the dispenser block here, you're pretty much unbackstabbable, so you can just do this however long you want and you're invulnerable. A spot I like to do in pubs sometimes, because nobody really expects it, is to go over here and build the gun either in this spot right over here, or right over here. And this is a really sneaky surprise spot. You can also pull both of these over to you, but they're not as safe as the roof spot. They're much easier to take out, especially if the other team knows you're there. So I'd maybe only do that on like one point, on one round as a surprise technique. one last spot that's really good to do is back behind here. This might seem like it doesn't cover very much, since it's not on the point, but it actually protects your flank really well. A lot of things that teams are going to try to do is send their scout out with bonk to like try and get behind here, and usually it wears off right about here is when the bonk wears off. So if you've got a sentry gun here, that completely stops the scout from being able to get behind, and you won't be able to get your teleporters or anything. It also makes it really safe for your sniper, because your sniper's usually going to be over here. This is where the snipers like to snipe. So the gun will protect the sniper really well. One other strat you can do, especially if you have the Eureka effect, is to build your teleporter exit somewhere in this hallway. Here looks like a good spot. And doing that means you can get into this area. Normally most of the classes can't, because this door, it only goes one way. Gotta finish building first. But you can get in here now, and so can the rest of your team. And if you put a sentry gun up in this hallway, it's kind of okay. Like you can definitely make that work if you'd like to. Whatever. Just have to carry it up there the old-fashioned way. So yeah, you can build a sentry gun in here, because usually the first thing Blue's going to do is try to take this area over. And you can kind of put it anywhere. All the spots in here are pretty much the same, so I wouldn't worry too much. What I like to do, personally, is to put the sentry gun up over here. It's a lot sneakier. It still covers this area because the gun can shoot through here, so anybody coming through here dies instantly to a level 3 sentry gun. But also, it covers every other area. Like, look at this. They come out there, they come out there, they come out there, and the sentry gun, it kills them. You should also think about putting a dispenser either in this room somewhere, or, again, over on the point. And where you want to put it on the point kind of depends. I like over here. You can also put it back here, so maybe you can have like your heavy sit up here. Be super safe from the spies and right next to a dispenser. Another kind of sneaky thing you could do when you're backing out is to put the gun in this room, or even on this side, but I feel like this isn't quite as safe. You really would rather have the teleporter up in this room if you're going to be doing this strat, so you kind of want the sentry gun to be over here. Incidentally, this bridge is also a pretty good spot. The animation broke. Some of the classic pub spots are to set it up right here. This is pretty good coverage of the point since it blocks off these stairs, and it's a little bit on the low ground, so it's a little bit harder to shoot from people who are standing on the point, which is really good. I also like this spot, since it keeps people from being able to run onto the point. It has no real weaknesses, unlike this spot, where people can stand on top of you and like shoot rockets down. It's not super safe. The last place I would put a sentry on this point is back up here. This is again really strong with the Wrangler, but you're a little bit far away from your team, and there's not much metal up here. So one of the things you're going to need to do is build a dispenser. And you also need to protect yourself from spies. So maybe doing another little dispenser block over here would be good too. I feel like the dispenser with you is more useful though. Alright, and this video is getting pretty long, so I'm gonna do the other stages of this map in another video. But in the meantime, what you should do is you should go over to the UGC forums and check out the leaked map list. There's a lot of really good old maps on there. They're bringing back Haunt. It's a classic CTF map that played really well back in Season 9. A lot of people have missed it for the past few seasons. They're also doing my favorite payload map, Swiftwater, which, as you know, has only been in last season. It's not been in for a couple seasons. So I'm really pleased to see that coming back. And I think that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.